Hi all, welcome back to my channel Neighbourhood Celebs. Today I have with me a very inspiring person who stays in my neighborhood. He is Suresh. Suresh is 52 years old but yet inspires a lot of us around because of his fitness levels. He plays a lot of games and he's also a companion in gym. So he works out along with me quite a lot of times. So we meet each other during our workouts. Not just workouts, I see you playing a lot of games, you swim and you lead a very, very active lifestyle and you look amazingly fit. I'm very happy to have you in our channel, the Neighbourhood Celebs. So as I told you before, this channel basically we look for inspiration in around us in our neighborhood rather than looking up to celebrities for inspiration. And thank you for joining us today. And here is my gift. This book I've authored, The Active Life Mantra.
Thank you.
Yeah, Suresh, so I know you are a working professional, you're working in a construction company, you're a busy working professional, and still find your time to stay active and lead a very healthy lifestyle. So a quick introduction or something more about your professional and personal life.
Sure. Thanks, Saravanan, and thanks for the kind words and the introduction. Before I introduce myself, I truly want to appreciate this initiative of writing books and doing podcasts to bring in the awareness to the larger communities. And I wish you all the best, and I wish you success in taking this to the next level to the larger audience.
Thank you.
So about myself, like you mentioned, I work in a construction industry, which is a bit of hectic work style, and I have 2 children and 1 wife, of course. And I stay in this neighborhood. So about my journey to fitness, in fact, it was not a choice actually, rather it was a force, or rather it was a compulsion that I had to start the fitness journey. I wasn't leading a very active life, healthy lifestyle in my 20s or 30s, and during those days there wasn't much awareness of the fitness. So we only hear, in our age we saw only the Jivantown advertisement wherein only the professional used to do those,
right.
And it is not relevant for the common public.
Right.
So we lived in those era,
Right.
but that not so disciplined life continued, especially being in the construction industry. And in fact, I got a couple of wake-up calls. That's when I got into the fitness journey. Especially I started developing back pain in my mid-30s, gastric issues. Then I slowly started getting into little bit of disciplined life, especially the eating habits, as well as started doing bit of physical activities. Started with walking, then started jogging. Eventually, I got into, in my 40s, I started running the marathons, 10K marathons, and even I have done river swimming. You would have heard of Alua River, which I swam almost kilometer of Alua River swimming. And then, of course, part of my routine, I hit gym, do swimming. So
Wonderful, wonderful. Yes, you do swimming, you do yoga.
Yeah.
I see you doing yoga and running, of course, right?
Yeah.
So very interesting. So when did you start this journey? You were bulky.
Yes.
You said you had
Yeah.
back pain. What were the other issues you had because of your lifestyle?
Obviously, because when we are overweight, we will have a lot of cascading other effects like the gastric issues, digestion issues, and as the age grows, that gets aggravated. So I think it was during my mid 30s or early 40s is when I started taking the lifestyle and fitness seriously and got into it, and over a period of time that has become my habit. So now I can't imagine a day without my, without doing any fitness activity, or even the food habits also has developed such that try to stay away from the junk. And it's actually not giving me pleasure to have junk. Like unlike the earlier days, I used to, that was the kind of food that I thought we should have it. But then now eating healthy habits has developed. It's part of the habit basically.
Habit basically. Good, good, good. Right. So yes, you stay active. What's more inspiring for me when I look at you is it's not just you, your entire family. I see your wife in the gym, and of course she comes with your daughter as well. I think your daughter should be in her teens. And your son, yeah, I think he's a youth, maybe 25, is he?
Yeah,
20,
25.
25, 23, 24, right? So, and I see him very regularly in the gym. So, how did you build this? Did it happen naturally, or how did this culture of the entire family leading an active lifestyle and a healthy lifestyle? How did this develop?
Yeah, of course. My wife has been my inspiration. He's very punctual and particular in her food habits, daily routines, getting up early in the morning. So she has been my inspiration. And of course, with children, right from their school days, we have engaged them in sports activities, tennis, badminton, and even daughter has been doing dance classes. So right from the very young age, that culture of getting into some sportive activity has developed in them, and eventually they continued, and they look at the parents also.
Exactly.
So when they look at, they also will have the kind of inspiration to do something. So, and as a family, we look up to each other. We even, of course, I'm not very good at even doing the gym or anything. So my son actually gives a lot of lessons, because the youngsters, they can catch things very quickly.
Yeah.
So we actually inspire, teach, train each other, and we correct if someone is doing a posture which may not be correct. So that kind of friendly or collaborative,
That's great. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. That is indeed very, very collaborative, and you foster that environment, right? I think you led by example, and you've actually your children and all others have actually grown around.
Right.
Good. Wow. So, Suresh, tell me this. When we talk about working out, is there any specific workout which you prefer or which you recommend for people beyond 45 or 50?
Saravanan, what I realized is there is no common prescription for everyone, or there is no one size fits in all solution here. Each one have to understand their body and develop the food habit as well as the workouts accordingly. First, we will have to try what works and what suits for us. Be suitable for someone wherein it suits others. The cardios will suit someone better, but for someone it won't be that suitable. They might start developing knee pain. So it's all about first start trying it out in a smaller way. Take smaller steps. See how our body is reacting to it. If it is receiving it well, take to the next level, further step, and then continue with it. So it's all about understanding our body and metabolism, and then adapting to that kind of food habits, as well as the workout styles or the sports activities, what suits better for us without causing inconvenience and injuries or pain to our body. Start doing that, and over a period of time the body will get accustomed to that, and it will start receiving it well. So that's what my experience has been. So I would not really prescribe any particular type, because we have enough information and knowledge available through YouTube channels and podcasts. But each one have to understand their body and start treating it accordingly.
So how important is workouts and staying active for someone to age gracefully?
Of course, like I said, probably during the teens or during 20s, it is an optional. But as we grow old, especially after 40s, it is no more a choice. It is a must to follow now. So these days, even the status symbol has changed. The fitness is the new status symbol, not the luxury cars or luxury, houses. You would have seen people wearing the kind of attire. So that's become more of a status symbol, and it has got the relevance in the kind of world that we live in, especially after 40s and 50s. Fitness is a must to have element that should be part of our life, without which the quality of life won't be there.
Agree.
We might live for longer, but that quality of life that one need to have, with walking freely, without pains, without depending on the medicine. So fitness is that way. It is a must to follow.
And I think that's a great point. See, quality of life, right? So when we talk about why fitness and an active lifestyle is important, is because unless you use your body parts, they wear off, right? So imagine buying an expensive machine and then you just leave it unused. What happens? It gets rusted, and that's what happens to your body as well. So that's well said. We have to be active to kind of age gracefully, to live a life without pain, and have a good quality of life. Well said, well said. So, what is your nutrition, or what is your diet? How do you manage your food? You were talking about metabolism and all, right? So, what about your food habits, Suresh?
Yeah. So it's the normal food only what we usually Indians or South Indians eat. Only thing I try reducing my carbs intake, reduce the rice and rice related items, and partially turned into the millets. Of course, from last 2-3 years, at least one meal will be of millet.
Okay.
And of course, if you are walking out, doing sports activities, swimming, we would need a lot of energy. So and protein, and we are a non-vegetarian, so we eat fish, chicken. Of course, egg is part of the daily food intake, and a lot of vegetables, and of course make it a point to have fruits intake at least 100 or 150 grams in a day.
That's good.
So if not every day, at least every alternate days, and try staying away from junk food as much as possible.
Okay.
Of course, we wanted to make the life bigger, attend parties, but resist the temptation. Once in a while is okay, cheat day, but it should not become a regular habit. Then we will lose out this, the fitness conscious.
Agree.
Yeah.
Agree. Yes. So, how do you include a lot of vegetables in your diet? Vegetables, fruits in your diet? You do?
Yeah, a lot of vegetables, leafy vegetables, so all kind of vegetables, and it's all cooked normally how we cook Indian cooking. So that.
Great. So we were talking about the family being involved in it, right? So when you started, and then when I said you were overweight and you transformed your health, did their journey start after looking at you, or they were a bit ahead? Or rather, your wife was more into fitness and you followed her, or she followed you? How was that? Just tell me about that.
Yeah, like I said, my wife, right from beginning, she is very disciplined in her eating habits, lifestyle, but I kind of ignored that. I could not see that she continued that, but I was following a different track. But then when I got a kick that, okay, or a warning sign that, look buddy, you can't follow that path, that will not take you to the right journey. So then of course it was my wife who has been following this disciplined lifestyle, especially the eating habits. Just eat what you need. Don't try to consume if it is kept on a buffet. Okay, because it is lying there, we have to consume. No.
Right.
The moment you realize that this is enough for your body, stop it there.
That's
so
correct,
let the
yeah.
food lie there, either
Yeah.
for someone else to consume it, or don't touch that
Yeah,
if
okay,
it
yeah.
is not for you.
Yeah.
And of course, children, like I said, right from school days, they have followed that, and as they are growing up, they are seeing our daily routine of following fitness and eating habits. So they are also kind of getting into that path. So which I am really glad. I think uh, this is one thing what my experience has been. I think the whole family has to join this fitness regime or journey. Then only it will work well, because if part of the members are not into it, either it will get the I mean, it has to be
Get demotivated.
They are demotivated.
Or may
yes.
not get the proper
Yeah,
support
yeah,
system to be
yeah,
consistent.
Yeah. So
Okay.
if all of us are into that, even if one try to fall little lazy, there will be a push from the other. They look at the other person. Okay, he's into it. Okay, let me also get up. Because every day morning when I get up, I feel like, okay, today let me skip it. Some or other reason will come. Some
Yes.
work-related emergency will come. But let all be there. But this is also a priority. So it's like we must acknowledge that this is a priority like any other work priorities or family commitments or any other personal commitment. This is also a priority, and must to follow a routine in life.
Wonderful. Yes, yes. Prioritize health, right? That's what always I say to people, right? It should be a priority. It should not be something forced on you. This is a part of your life, right?
Yeah.
So play something, move your body, choose anything that you love to do, and that's the best way to keep yourself fit. Yeah. So we spoke about how your family is fit. So how has your happiness index improved after you got into good shape, or maintaining, or you felt that you've become healthy and fit? As a family or individually, how there is an internal happiness that comes in, right, when you feel that you're healthy, and how is that improved as a family in that environment? How has that been after, or rather following a healthy lifestyle?
Yeah, it's actually enormous. It's really enormous. Even I used to be very short-tempered, but I could see that as the fitness journey and good active lifestyle started. So that anchor, that kind of quick responses, all that comes down, and we try to be in a moderate style. So that's one thing I noticed, and of course it actually keep us active, even keep the brain active at work also. We don't feel lethargic, and every time I have a healthy food, that actually gives me happiness. Probably it might not be as good for my taste or so, but immediately after that I feel like, okay, I had a healthy meal. Wherein every time I had a junk food, it brings in some guilt in me. So then I realize, okay, this is the happiness that is going to stay for longer, that you have a healthy meal in one time, and until you have the next meal, you have that happiness and confidence. Okay, I had a healthy meal. So, and same thing, we start the day with fitness or exercise. It gives us the confidence. Okay, today I'm active, so I'm in my good health. So that helps to do the work or interact, have the social life also in a much better way than compared to a very passive life. So that I have observed how it was and how it is now.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Yes. Happiness really increases when you're healthy, and all your family members are healthy and fit to agree with that. Right? It works. It directly connects to your mental well-being. Right. So I think that's some great inputs in terms of your life, your lifestyle. Very very useful. So before we close, one final tip or any tips or advices for people, especially people in their mid-career or in the 40s, so that they can age gracefully, don't have to worry about being aged. What are those simple tips you'd want to give to our audience to help them age gracefully, stay healthy and fit?
Like I mentioned, each one's body is different, so follow what suits for our body, and start even if it is late also, but start at some point in time. And it is better to start the fitness journey or active lifestyle before getting any warning sign, but even if you get also, doesn't matter, but start at some point in time, take smaller steps, and then go along. So it will really go a long way, and it is going to give a very happy and very good quality life to us. So that's
Right.
what my experience has been.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much, Suresh.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so
Thank
much
you,
for
Saravanan.
being a part of this. I
Sure.
really appreciate it, and continue to inspire us. And thank you.
Sure. Thank you very much.